Berry's gone, and he goes up and over. Huge hit for Josh Berry.
That was a scary wreck. Watch this car, how quickly, when it gets spun, contact, the two is getting pushed, and as soon as that car was pushing him, got turned around and went. This is what scared me, because Josh is hanging on his belts. He's not in his seat, he's hanging on his belt and has that frontal impact.
Everything that went right for the 34 to set his car back on the wheels didn't go right for Josh Berry, and I'm with you, Jeff. The flip is the first concern.
Off turn 4 for the final time.
Comes a run by Brad. There he goes to make his move. He's going to switch back over.
Oh, the block, and around goes the 34. And Reddick steals one.
That was almost exactly how Brad won this race, his first race. Huge wreck here, guys.
If you can keep your car straight, you're not going to let off until it's sideways and uncontrollable.
There you can see. Watch the 7 car get up on its side.
Oh, it's upside
All the way
down.
upside down.
Underneath Josh Berry.
And it's still sliding on its side all the way down the wall.
Yeah, he's going to finish the race.
Look at that. That is wild. I thought I saw that.
LaJoy, 19th.
Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, it's going to go over.
You see him ducking out there when they go into the corners. He also made a very interesting point. He said, I feel
crash. 19's going to go around. He'll collect the 1. The 22 of Logano also in it.
Stay up there.
Lots of cars. Look at the 5 of Larson there. McDowell comes back up in front. He'll tag another car. Kyle Larson in it also. Big damage for the 3. It was interesting, guys. Like, there was a wreck, and then it almost continued farther along than I expected with Larson and a couple other cars.
Very safe to do. So right here, they roll into turn 1. The one car is on the outside. They make contact, and around Truex goes. It's just, these cars, we've seen it over and over and over. You cannot push in these corners.
Big push coming now for Harvick.
Oh,
and around goes a couple cars. Preece upside down. He's barrel rolling through the grass. Ryan Preece upside down in the infield.
Going down the back straightaway, he makes a move or gets help from behind, and the car goes into the infield air. It just lifts right up off the ground. Violent.
On Fox, Kyle Busch.
Whoa! That was big. Got loose off the corner. Had to get completely out of the gap. Oh, he's got right rear fire. Right rear down. Huge wreck. So Austin Chastain hit him. Turns Chase Elliott around in the wall.
And totals Chase Elliott's car.
Well, you saw it. He had a big-time wiggle off of 4. That thing, it saw him get out of the gas. The flames came out of both sides. And then Chastain absolutely nails him on the front straightaway, turning into the 9. Car's lucky to not get upside down.
All right, we're going to ride with the Tootsie's Cam and Ross Chastain.
It's fast. It happens fast in that car.
Suarez on the inside, Hamlin on the outside.
Haley on that outside line, top of 3. He's got some help with him.
Oh, into the wall they go. The 11 now also caught up in it. The whole Haley. The 3 of Austin Dillon squeezes through. He is in front. And look at virtually the only car to clear it. Unbelievable. The 17 of Buescher trying to go into the middle there on the 31, on the 16.
The 99 just loses it. Denny wrecks.
Well, the 31 just lost it too by himself in that top lane.
I wonder if it was rain.
Well, yeah, I mean, both leaders are in clean air. They both catch their car. That tells me that there's something down there that's reducing grip.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, guys, there were a lot of drivers saying, hey, it's raining. Why are we racing right now? And that could have been the result of what happened there.
Watch this 31, right? Watch him. He's a clear indicator. Inside lane, very top. All right, as they roll through here, see right there? He's sideways.
Yeah.
The 11 sideways.
The track is wet. Parker.
And Jeff, exactly. His spotter was telling him it's raining, and then after that all went down, Justin Haley came on the radio and said it was raining. So, of course, there was no grip down there.
49.9s and 49.7. So
That pack's in trouble.
that pack's in trouble. They're gonna have to make another plan or commit to running as long as they can. But these guys
Oh, the wreck
Trouble,
here,
turn
guys.
3.
It's
Bubba Wallace and Eric Jones.
oh my goodness.
That's exactly what happened. You couldn't do that. They were single file.
Yeah, the air cleaner is completely off of Eric Jones's car. And as they're moving around, they come down and they're all connected in a they're not lined up, I guess is the best way to put it. It just gets them out of whack.
Now, Denny Hamlin was to the inside. Somebody must have slid down into him.
Let's take a look.
Oh, boy. My goodness.
Oh, and I'm sure Kyle was coming over to apologize.
Some sort of mechanical issue on the 5 car for him. Look at that. He is flying when he comes in there.
So I heard him say, I have a pedal, which, looking back now, maybe he didn't have brakes, and now he does have brakes. That's the one thing that seems to make sense. And to your point, that is why he went over to talk to Ty Dillon.
I'd say we're lucky that wasn't worse than it was. I mean,
That was huge.
Whoa! That's a huge one for Larson. That car just snapped on him and went straight into the wall.
Hold on to it, hold on. Yeah, I don't know if I blew a tire or what.
That just snapped in a split second.
Yeah.
watch this thing. The back end starts around first, and when it starts around, he overcorrects it. And that is very easy to do in this race car.
Just listen.
Oh, you know, with being door to door with my teammate Hamlin and Bell for this front.
Right against Bell into the wall.
Off of the front
of
bumper,
Custer, and up in the air goes Ryan Preece. And for the second time in his career, he is flipping at Daytona. Good grief.
Off the front bumper, we were talking about a lap before. Custer got to his bumper, that thing went side to side, and he couldn't hold on to it. It was one too many.
An incredible camera work by our Fox crew.
I'm so glad to see that window net down and him be able to get out of that thing. Whew, that's scary.
It's unbelievable what it looks like when these cars get caught by the air like that. And I'm with you, Clint. I've never seen one take off with a wheelie like that. But they just flip around like they don't weigh 3,600 pounds.
Well, nothing weighs that much at 186 mile an hour.
Saw the airbox just blow away. The right front tucked up underneath the A-post there.
Push down the back straightaway. He might bail right here. He's there. He's going to the inside. Oh, not much you can do there, but Gibbs is going to get some help. His teammate, Christopher Bell, the 20 car on the outside, Rick.
Yeah, the back end.
Oh!
Oh! Into the wall hard goes Ryan Blaney off the nose of Ty Gibbs, and the big one happens behind him.
And it brought so many people into it. Look at all these cars. Good race cars, big impacts.
Yeah, only 6 cars have gone through already. Look at how many cars involved.
It's hard to tell right there that there's like a little bit of a kind of a move where the car looks like it's getting uncomfortable and out of control. Massive.
Huge hit.
Massive
Ryan
hit.
Blaney.
You saw that wall. That wall deflected, did a great job. But look at all the damage. That is a massive impact for Blaney.
Safer barrier has styrofoam behind the wall. And he hit it about as hard as we've seen someone hit a wall here.
Closing 8 laps coming up.
Oh, they got together
Look
at
out.
3.
Whoa! McDowell goes up high. Larson is in it. Reddick's in it.
Logano, Wallace, Haley.
He sees it starting to happen. McDowell pulls up in front of him. A push from Barry. Tries to get to the outside, lifts right there, and still contact. And then, look at this.
Whoa. And Michael McDowell, who knows what it's like to have a massive crash at a high-speed track.
This time it's Cody Ware in the 51. Look out on pit road. And that is a very difficult situation as Cody Ware was not able to control that car.
See sideways, back of the car around like he's spinning out right here in this shot. And then, you know, don't know why he was sideways, having a mechanical issue, tire down, don't know. And then got turned to the right and head on into the wall.
Last year's winner of the Coke 600.
Left of your screen.
The inside of Chase. Gets loose. You see him lift out of the gas. The flames crowded Chase, got into him. They saw some retaliation there.
Or did Keselowski get into the left rear corner of Elliott there?
I
As
saw
everybody tried
Elliott.
to
You
check
see
up.
Elliott lose his nose and lift out of the gas. Flames come out of the pipes.
Yep.
Chase it up, squeeze Chase into the wall, and I think the rest is self-explanatory.
Well,
you never know. No, as hard as he hit, you know, you start bending them toe links and things like that, could throw these cars around.
That's so frustrating for Denny, and he'll have to go back to work. Oh, crash!
Into the wall hard. And Austin Dillon for the second time. Around in turn one, this time a hard contact.
Yeah,
that wall and fire under the hood.
It was a hard lick. Into the 45 of Reddick.
I'd like to get another look at that. It almost looked like Austin didn't know he was there, but right, that was just the first glance at it. Here we go. Yeah, I think he's expecting maybe that Reddick's going to be lower on the racetrack.
Yeah, that's two guys going for the same piece of asphalt. Used to be teammates at RCR.
This late in the race, there's no need in playing games with this.
This is what happened to A.J. Allmendinger earlier. And look at that. Look at the speed of the pack. Here we go. Cindric's gone. So too is Logano. Harrison Burton's in there. LaJoy. The whole field. My goodness.
Something stacked everybody up on the front two rows. That changed the energy of the pack.
That was a big hit to the left side of the 47. Unbelievable. The 47 was able to keep it straight. But if we watch that again, watch this two car right here. Gets pushed, bang, right off the 47. Stenhouse is able to keep it straight.
Look at the 9, Chase Elliott, big impact. You're talking about a big wreck with big ramifications for the playoffs. And Austin Cindric's essentially leading this race, and if he wins it, he's advancing to the next round, and here he is crashed.
a lot of blocking on the bottom. Reddick tries to get underneath Suarez, and Blaney's around again. And he gets nailed by the 11. And it's the big one in turn 2.
I was just about to say, look at the 12 car, already back in the game from his spin earlier, causing the caution. I hear you, buddy. If you've had trouble, if you've been having adversity, I agree. He was on the apron right there. But I think he was watching the 8 car. You know, he was reacting to those 2 cars stacking up in front of him, got on the apron. And Kurt actually drove up on his right front a little bit.
William Byron involved also. There's Hamlin. Both of the front row cars as McDowell gets turned around.
Everything here. Kyle Busch gets in the back of the 12 and turns him around. Yeah, I mean, he just couldn't steer the car away from the direction it was going. I don't think there's anything Blaney could have done to change where this car was headed.
Yeah, that all started way ahead of him, and right there, that is such a massive hit.
Oh, Suarez.
Briscoe got into the back of Suarez, and he gets pounded.
Dang it.
Oh,
Buscher's upside down. I think he hooked a drain. I think it rolled underneath the car, and that's what flipped the car. The upper A-frame was broke. The whole right front suspension dug in.
That was Todd Gilliland tried to go high and just didn't have enough room.
See, that right front wheel dug underneath the car, and that's what dug in and caused it to start flipping. Violent crash.
Now let's ride along with Daniel.
He's going for it, so too is Larson. Here comes Joey Logano with a big stomp. Boom! Ryan Blaney at the end of stage 2. Ross Chastain as well.
And the cars get very light in the tri-oval. There's not as much banking there. The cars aren't planted in the racetrack, and a little bit of push, it just gets Blaney out of control.
And a huge impact for both the 12 of Blaney, the 1 of Chastain. Watch this and listen. Just an enormous impact.
Going by Noah, a little bit of contact on with the right front fender. Car turned sideways and just flipped in the air. That is, quite honestly, that's just not acceptable. There's no way that a car, when it turns like that, should get up in the air that easily. There has been millions of dollars and hours of time spent to prevent that from happening. That's going to catch everybody by surprise.
And you see right there, slide, that gives you a great view of the whole underbody we talk about, the underwing, everything that people talk about for damage. And then here it catches the grass and a couple pretty violent tumbles. I mean, you said it, Rick, 3,000 pounds. It looks like a Matchbox car.
Let's take a look at what happens. Carson Hocevar on the outside line.
Getting a push from Brad Keselowski here through the tri-oval. And it just turns that 42 sideways. Oh, man, massive impact for the outside wall, the 54 and the 3. The 3 somewhat lessened a little bit of that blow when he collects the 6 as well, but hard hit for the 54.
Right along with Buscher.
So top 3, check. Left, come down, straight, just brake. Pushing straight forward,
Whoa, look out! Elliott's gone. Keselowski, Reddick, 2 playoff drivers in this wreck. And the car goes over. Tyler Reddick has flipped.
Yep, I'm good.
My goodness, what was the catalyst? How did that start? Up the racetrack, not meaning to, catches the 45. Around goes the 45, and as the 45 gets in here, he hops onto the quarter mile and gets upside down. Crazy looking accident for Tyler Reddick in the 45.
That is crazy.
And there's trouble further back. William Byron gets launched up onto the retaining wall. Brad Keselowski's involved. Everybody else will find their way through, but William Byron up and in the air with Keselowski pinned underneath. Oh, Logano kind of gets into the 6 or vice versa, but either way, man, what a hit for the 24.
It was super tight. That is such a funnel through there. It is way tighter than it appears on television.
Come off the corner, the car got light exactly like I was talking about. Man, it went over too. I was right. Dang it. A lot of good cars.
Denny Hamlin with a spin there, not sure how much damage. Kyle Busch, 24 of William Byron, they're both going to get swept up in this. Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell gets into Burton. And that's a long slide on the asphalt into the safer barrier, hard for Byron.